Hello! Thank you so much for clicking on this video. That was super sweet of you. So in today's video, we really got into it. We got into our feelings. We talked about resolutions. We talked about life. We talked about Robert Pattinson, who was a Taurus. Who knew? But yeah, this video is kind of all over the place, and I didn't really know where I was going with the look, but I really liked how it turned out. So if you want to see how I got this look and hear me really get into my feelings, I mean like big Virgo energy coming out here. Like we are getting into it in this video. So please support me and keep on watching. Alright, so I think I want to do something in the purpley realm. I'm going to reach for my Kathleen Lights So Jaded palette because that has lots of beautiful jewel tones in it. And I used this palette yesterday to do more of a warm tone look, but it came out so pretty and I was like, you know what? I'm going to start reaching for this palette more because I've been reaching pretty much exclusively for my Tati Beauty palette, which I also love, but I gotta spread the love a little bit. I could use some other palettes. Okay, so just gonna dip into transition shade right now, set the scene for the look. Like I said, I think I want to do something purpley. Alright, this is a get ready with me, so I am supposed to talk about other things. Okay, this is exciting. I decided the direction that this look is going, and I've decided to focus it around this loose pigment, also from Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. I tend to love all of her collabs with ColourPop. I think she and I have similar color preferences. I also am very big on zodiac stuff and jewel tones, if you didn't know. So yeah, I'm just gonna put some of that loose pigment in the lid here, and then I'm gonna wet a brush, and I'm just really gonna go in all over my lid. Anyways, back to New Year's talk. New Year's is weird. It's a weird time of year. I sometimes get very anxious right before the start of the new year because I feel like there's a lot of pressure to make resolutions. I don't really like resolutions. I feel like, I don't know, people always just want to lose weight and not drink. And those are never really my resolutions, so I don't really relate to that sort of content. But this year I did sit down and make actual resolutions that were things that I actually wanted to do. So that was fun. That felt really fulfilling to write down. So I wrote down some resolutions for myself, most of them revolving around being kinder to myself and doing more things for myself and being less stressed about work-related things. Most of my stress always stems from work and money. That is like not even 99%. It is 100% of my worries all of the time. And I want to be less like that because I just feel like when I'm on my deathbed, I'm not going to remember my job. I'm not going to remember how much work I got done or how much I got paid or, you know, how good of a company I worked for. I'm going to remember, you know, memories that I've had with my family and with friends. So I just want to focus more on that. I want to feel less guilty for not being productive 100% of the time. When I tell you I feel guilty if I like do anything indulgent, and that can just be like sitting down and watching YouTube videos for a half hour, and I will be like, wow, you lazy piece of garbage, you didn't do anything that you were supposed to. There's so much more important things you should have done, and I will just feel so bad about myself. And I don't want to do that because it's okay to take time for yourself and it's okay to relax a little bit. You know, I do work hard and I need to acknowledge that more because I do work really hard, and I don't know, I gotta do more self-care. I feel like that's the every year goal, but I don't usually take it very seriously. I'll say I'm taking it seriously, but then I'll do self-care for like 5 minutes and I'll be like, all right, well, let's work extra hard for the next 3 hours to make up for those 5 minutes you took to yourself. And like, that's not healthy. So let's get better about that, maybe. All right, I'm pulling out my Jackie Aina palette because I'm in need of a dark, deep purple because I think I want to use that as the wing, and there's a great shade in here for that. But yeah, like I was saying, my main resolution for the next year is to just be kinder to myself because I'm my worst critic. There's truly I saw an interview with Robert Pattinson recently, or I read about an interview with Robert Pattinson because I guess he's gonna play Batman in a new movie or something. I don't know, I'm not really up to date on that. But somebody asked him if he was worried about any criticism that he might get from people, because people are always so critical, I guess, of who plays superheroes. Or no, I'm not really into superhero movies, but I know that people are very critical over who they cast in superhero movies. So they asked him, like, what are you gonna do with the criticism, or how do you think you'll handle criticism over the new role? And he said, no one is a harsher critic towards myself than myself. And I was like, Robert Pattinson, when is your birthday? What is your zodiac sign? Because I need to know. Actually, I never found out. Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, when is Robert Pattinson's birthday?
Robert Pattinson's birthday is on May 13th.
He's a Taurus? Oh my god, I would not have guessed that. I was gonna guess Capricorn, but you know what? Earth sign. Anyways, but I just really resonated with that, you know? A lot of times we are our own worst critics, and I feel like that's kind of a positive way to look at things. Like, he's not gonna care what other people think because he knows that he's his own worst critic, so what does it matter what they think? But also, at the same time, don't be your own worst critic. Don't be super, oh, look at the sun. Alright, we're just gonna have to deal with the sun here because it's not going away, because it's a beautiful sunshiny day, and we're just gonna have to be grateful for the sun. So, anyways, like I was saying before about that Robert Pattinson interview, I really resonated with what he said about being your own worst critic, but I admired that that made him less fearful of other people's criticism, because I am the opposite. I am both my own worst critic and also terribly, terribly fearful of other people criticizing me. So, where do we go from here? Perhaps I will try to be kinder to myself. Perhaps I will both try to not care about other people's criticism and not criticize myself. Can I do both? Can I do both in the year 2020? Can I both love myself and not care what others think? I hope so. I really do. I think that would be very good for me. Alright, so now I am dipping back into my Kathleen Lights palette. I'm gonna go in and put some of that purple I put on my crease onto my lower lash line. In case you're still interested in the makeup, I'll give you a little update here. But another resolution I made for myself in the year 2020 is that I want to start making more content that I enjoy. I know, right? Crazy. I actually stole this one from Katie, if you follow her on YouTube, Lusterlux Katie. She talked about how she sometimes feels like she's making content that she thinks people want to see, or like for her, she was more talking about Instagram and how like she'll only post things that she's like analyzed and that she thinks looks good on her grid or whatnot, and she doesn't feel like she'll always post things just that she likes. And I really related to that a lot because I feel like, you know, I obviously have a very small YouTube channel at the moment and I would like to grow, but I feel like a lot of the stuff that I post is in hopes of growing my channel, which is fine, but I feel like sometimes I post stuff that I don't really care about. You know, okay, this is hard because I always care about things that I post, but there are some things that I'd like to post that I just don't think people will watch. Like this. I don't really think you'll watch this, because why would you watch a Get Ready With Me with somebody that you don't even really know that well? But I wanted to do it, and why should I have to wait until I have a huge following to just be able to talk about my feelings? You know, if no one's gonna stop me from talking about my feelings. If you don't want to watch, don't watch, but that's what I want to do right now. So I want to do more of that because I'm having a good time and I'm enjoying myself, and I need to, it all ties into self-care. I need to be kinder to myself, and this is something that makes me feel good, so I'm gonna do it. Another resolution I want to talk about that I feel like I try to make every year but I don't always follow through on is to stop comparing myself to others. And that one can be a little tough just because sometimes you don't even realize that you're doing it. Like, I kind of try to pride myself on not comparing myself to others and being able to be like, oh, like, I don't look like this supermodel that has 1 million Instagram followers, and that's okay because most people don't look like her, but like, subconsciously I do, you know, and not even necessarily for that example, but I am 1000% guilty of watching YouTube videos of people's beautiful home tours and just feeling like that is so unattainable for me and something that will never happen, and just like feeling down about that. you know, and that's not really fair to me because most people don't live that sort of a lifestyle, and maybe I shouldn't be watching that sort of content. You know, maybe that's really what it boils down to when you are trying not to compare yourself to others, is to just not expose yourself to content that doesn't make you feel good. You know, and of course that's not entirely avoidable because you can't just walk around the world with blinders on, not looking at anything that makes you feel bad, but there are certain things you can control. You cannot watch videos like that you know make you feel bad. You cannot follow people on Instagram whose posts make you feel bad. The other thing is you don't owe people an explanation for why you unfollow somebody. Because I've gotten caught in a situation like that before where I told somebody like, oh, I don't follow her anymore just because her posts make me feel bad. And they were like, well, why do her posts make you feel bad? That's, you know, maybe you shouldn't feel that way. It's because you're comparing yourself to others, so you should just not compare yourself to her. You don't need to unfollow her, which I'm like, whoa, first of all, don't tell me what to do ever again. But also, like, you know what? If it helps, it helps. If unfollowing someone is going to make it easier for you to not compare yourself to them, do it. Like, maybe you follow them again in the future when you're in a better place. But, like, if it's going to help you immediately to just, like, take somebody out of your everyday viewing, then do it, because I think it's worth it. And I always feel better when I unfollow people who don't make me feel good about myself. But I think I need to transition that same energy into YouTube, because I've gotten really good with it on Instagram, on not following people that don't make me feel good, but I'm not so good with it on YouTube. I definitely still watch videos from people that don't make me feel good, and I want to be better about not subscribing to that sort of content. We're gonna wear purple lipstick today. Did you know that buying this purple lipstick in Sephora with my mom is what made me want to experiment with makeup more and get into makeup and like actually start learning about different makeup techniques and stuff? Probably not, because I've never mentioned it before, but I don't know if anyone else has an item like that, but for me this was the item that like got me into makeup. Like, I'd been wearing makeup for years and years, but I never really was into makeup, and then I saw this lipstick, and for whatever reason I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm purple lipstick girl now. I'm gonna be purple lipstick girl, and I'm gonna wear purple lipstick, and I'm gonna do my makeup real cool, and it just really boosted my confidence a lot. So powerful. What's the name of this shade? I think it's Bohemian Purple, I wanna say. Ugh, I probably loved that. I was probably thrilled it was called Bohemian Purple. So bohemian. All right, and with that, I think this completes my New Year's look. Wow, this took a real spacey turn. I feel very spacey, I feel very groovy, but you know what? I still feel great in this purple lips. Purple lipstick gives me so much confidence, just makes me want to go out and have a good time and not care what anybody else thinks of me. Because certainly, to be bold enough to wear a purple lipstick, you can't care what anybody thinks of you. You have to be bold to match your bold lipstick. And I love that. Oh, makeup is so fun. I love makeup so much. I love the way it makes me feel. I love the confidence that it gives me. And I hope it makes you feel the same way. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, stick around. I might make more stuff like this because I really enjoyed just chatting with you. If you like chatting, learning about makeup, then you should subscribe, because I'm gonna try to do that more. I hope you have a great new year. I hope that the new year brings you nothing but luck and love and light. Is that religious? Is that religious when people say love and light? I mean more like in the sunshiny sense. I'm wishing you sunshine in the new year. I hope all of your New Year's resolutions go really well, and that you have a great New Year's, and that you have a great life. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.